Hello YouTube, and I hope all are doing well, and let's start this video. So in this video I'm teaching you how to use a cp command. So cp stands for copy, copy, copy. And what this does, so basically you know what the cp command does. So first the syntax will be source, and the destination will be the folder which you are copying the source file to a destination file, right? Let's start. So let me give an example. So there is file, okay, there is file called file1.txt, file1.txt. Let me do another thing. Let me create one more, that will be file11.txt. Yeah, if I do ls, so you can see that file 11.txt. So cp command will copy this particular file content into the file 11.txt file. So that is what the use of cp command. But let's jump into the arguments. What and all arguments can we use with this cp command? Mm, the first what argument will be using a, or using archive. So what this does is that, so it like if you're copying a file, then it will copy the ownership, permission and other attributes to that particular file. Let's say that I'll use hey, then file1.txt. Then let's say I'm creating 123.txt. Let's say it has a write, read, execute. Then those permissions will be copied to this file. Let me show you an example. Let's do like this and see the permissions of file1.txt. So you have write and read for root, and read for user, and read for others. Let's change that permission using chmod plus x for all, then file1.txt. Yeah, what I do now, I'll use cp and I'll use a, that will copy the file1.txt to file123.txt. Let's do ls. See, there is a file name called file123. The permissions will be x for user, group and others. So it will what copy the permissions. Okay, it will copy the permissions and the owners. So that is what the use of hyphen e argument. Let's go for the other arguments, that will be using attributes only. So I'll do it cp attributes, attributes attributes only. So it is basically, so it is used to copy only the file attributes. So it is used to copy only the file attributes of a file, such as permissions, timestamp and ownership, without copying the actual file data. So since we saw this first argument, that which is copying the permissions and the ownership and the file content, okay, but now I need to copy only the permissions and the ownership, so ownership and timestamp, only that thing. I do not need to copy the content which is inside that file1.txt. I just need to copy the ownership, timestamp and permissions. So so that I'll use attributes only, and I'll say file. Let's give an example. Let's put something. Let's put something high inside file1.txt. Okay. Let's check cat file1.txt. Yeah, the content is here. Okay. Let's say that I need to use now attribute only. Okay, so attributes only. I'll copy file1.txt to file321.txt. Let's see whether it will copy the content or a permissions. Yeah, now what I'll do cat file 3321. See, there is nothing. But if I see the permissions, you can see here. So file 1.txt, the permissions will be execute, execute, execute for everyone, and write, read for only the root. The same permissions and the ownership has been copied to file 312. That is what the use of attribute only. Let's go for the next attribute. Next argument, sorry, not attribute. So next argument will be a backup. Backup. Uh, so this will be the syntax for that backup argument. And how do you use this? So if you use, so backup is nothing but it is used to make a backup of a existing destination file when copying file or directory. So it provides a way to preserve the original version of by creating a backup copy of what um, of a particular file. Okay, let's dive into it. So let me use one thing. Let me use backup is equal to, let me use file 1.txt txt, and you are sending this to documents. If I do like this, no, you can't use file.txt. Sorry. Yeah. See, since it is saying that if you use none, so it is basically like it does not create backup, and existing destination file are overwritten without previous original content. So if there is a file1.txt in document, then it does not create a backup. Let me say, and go inside document and check. There is already file1.txt, but it will override it. It will not create any backup, but it will override it. So let's use another what, instead of none, let me use off. So off is also like similar to none. It is same like none. It will not create the backup. It will overwrite the existing file. So let's say numeric. Numbered. So numbered is nothing but it creates a numbered backup. So existing destination file. For example, so if you are copying a file name the file.txt to destination where a file with the same name already exists, so it will create like 1 2 3, like same like this. So file1.txt, so this will be 1 and this will be 2, like continuous, the copy of a file. Okay, so let's jump into the next argument. That will be, so give me a minute. So that will be hyphen b. Okay, what is this hyphen b does? So it's a what shortened way to enable backup behavior without specifying a backup control argument. Let's take an what example. It says, mm, let's take a source, that will be file1.txt. I need to go back, right? Sorry, I need to go back. Now I need to use cp, then hyphen b, then source, and destination, that will be documents. So what this is doing is that, so it will create a numbered backup or a existing destination file if they already exist in the destination directory, same as I showed you, right? Backup numbered, the same, it will works like the same backup numbered. So that is what the difference between hyphen b and backup numeric. It works same like numeric, numbered, sorry, it works same like numbered. Okay, let's go for the next argument. That will be copy content. That will be copy context. So it is used when performing a recursive copy. Like if you are using this copy content, you need to use it with recursive, like recursive. So it tells the cp command to copy the content of a specific file, such as like if source and destination files. Let's say that you have content inside w.txt, and you need to copy to 345.txt. Let's see the permission first. See, the file is here. The permissions also same, but it will copy the content. Okay, let's say cat file 345.txt. Yeah, it will copy just the content recursively. That's all. Okay, let's go for the next what argument that will be using what, just a minute. Yeah, that will be using cp hyphen d. Okay, so it is used to copy a symbolic link as a symbolic link instead of deferring them to a target file or a destination they points to. Like it's like a copying a symbolic link, that's all. Let me give an example. So there will be a symbolic link. So this is a symbolic link. Let's create a symbolic link. That will be file1.txt to file 678.txt. Let's check whether the file is there or not. Yeah, it's there, file 678.txt. So symbolic link is already been created. Let's say you need to like need to copy the symbolic link to any other what file. Then we use hyphen d, then symbolic link, that will be file 1.txt to any other what file. It will be file let's say 222.txt. So this particular symbolic link will be copied to this particular this particular folder, so file sorry. So if the symbolic if this file symbolic link is pointing to this file 345, then this file also will point to 345. Let's give a try and then do ls. See, this particular file is what pointing to this file, and let's see other file which we created is file 22.txt, that will be here. But this symbolic this particular file will also be pointing to this what file 678.txt. that is what the meaning is. So this will copy the symbolic link, symbolic link to the destination what directory without following the link and copying the target file. You need to use a destination. Okay, let's say the destination will be documents. Then we go inside documents, then do ls. So there is a file called what we actually file1.txt, that will be a symbolic link. Yeah, that will be copied to this file. So this file has a symbolic link. Yeah, instead of copying what symbolic link, it will just copy the what a linked file. That's all. That is what the difference. That is what the use of hyphen b. The next this will be the next argument will be yeah, the next argument will be using hyphen f, that will be called force. So force the copy override the destination file if it is already exist without prompting. It's nothing but you're forcing something which is already existed to copy something. Let's say you have a file.txt. So you have a document. Oh, I need to go back. Say you have a file. Using f, you're forcing that file1.txt to documents. You're forcing it, okay? You're forcing it to copy the file1.txt to document if it is already exist. So we already saw that file1.txt already exists in this document, it will just force it. Okay. Next, using hyphen I, that will be prompt for confirmation before overwriting an existing file. So there is already a file1.txt. Let's see. So it is saying that so document contain file1.txt already, but are you trying to overwrite it? So it will just prompt that yes. If it is yes, then it will overwrite. If it is no, then it will not overwrite. That is the use of hyphen I. The next what argument will be using hyphen h. So hyphen h is nothing but it is used to follow the symbolic link listed on the command line as a source of copying. Like mm, let's say cp hyphen h. See, uh, yeah, it's nothing but let's say you have a symbolic link, like you have a symbolic link that will be a file1.txt, and that pointing to a file name to any other file like file345.txt, like that pointing to, and you want to copy the actual file, like actual this file, actual this sorry, oh, actual this file, this file to any other destination directory. Let's say you need to copy the linked file of a file1.txt to any other destination, then you need to use hyphen h. Okay, hyphen h, then you specify a document the destination. If you press enter, then if you go to documents folder, you can see that uh, it should be existing, right? Let's come back and do ls. File1.txt is let's use 6778 instead of copy and h and file 67 to documents folder. Let's go to document and delete the remove. Sorry, I'm just typing it faster. Sorry for that. Yeah, yeah. File one, every files are the name start with file one is already deleted. Next, come back. Then what I do, I'll use cp command and h. Then I'll specify the file. Sorry, 67, and then the destination. Let's go for the destination and check. There is file one dot, yeah, this file is existing. Mm. So it's basically saying that I don't know why it is not showing. Let's copy the file one as well. Um, let's say cp hyphen h file1.txt. That will be file1.txt and document. Let's go inside document. That will be document and press ls. Yeah, the file one is copied. Let's do ls hyphen l. So basically hyphen h is nothing but when you are trying to copy the linked file to a particular destination, you'll use the what primary linked file to using hyphen h argument, then you will push that particular file to the destination. That is what it means. The next this will be like instead of using hyphen h, you can use hyphen l as well, or else you can use DEFERENC difference also. You can use this command also. Yeah, you can use this argument also. Let's go into the next argument that will be using hyphen L. So hyphen L it is used to create a hard link between files instead of making a copy of a file themselves. Yeah, it's nothing but creating a hard link. Let's say you have a file. Um, let's say file3.txt, file3.txt, but you are creating a hard link between those files. Let's say your file creating 333.txt. Let's do ls and check. You're creating file3.txt to file33.txt. Where is 33.txt? Yeah, it's nothing but creating a hard link between these two files. Okay, that is what the use of -l command. It's -l argument. The next argument will be using n cp-n. So it's nothing but it is used for like it is used to prevent it from overwriting an existing file. It's nothing but what using -i, as I told you before. It will just check if the file is there, then it will just prompt that there is a file. If you need to overwrite it, just say yes. If not, what if not, just copy the particular file to the destination. That is what the use of -n argument. Let's go for the next argument. That will be capital letter P. It says that it is nothing but like not to follow the symbolic link in the source. Like it will not allow the symbolic link to use in the source. Like if there is a file1.txt, but it is a symbolic link, it will not allow the symbolic link to be in the source, and the destination will be document. It will not allow. It will not allow the symbolic link to be in the source file. It will not allow to copy it. Instead of using sp command, capital P, you can also use no difference. So like if you have a symbolic link named file1.txt that pointing to a file name called file37347.txt, something like that, and you want to copy the symbolic link itself. If you need to copy the symbolic link itself, you can use -p. Sorry, it's the copying the symbolic link. Let's go to documents. Sorry, I was wrong actually. Let's do ls -l. So you can just copy the symbolic link. That's all. Like you can't see the difference in here. Like you can't see using cp command. You can't see the difference using cp command because everything is similar. Okay, every arguments are similar. Okay, let's say the other command will be using small letter p. Lower letter p. So it's nothing but it will copy the what mode, ownership, and timestamp. Same as before. It will just copy the what these three like mode. But if you need to copy the particular thing, like um, if you need to copy the only the ownership, if you need to copy the only the ownership, then you need to use uh, preserve is equal to, like if you copy the mode, then it will copy only the mode. If you copy the uh, ownership, it will copy the ownership. Like if you need to copy the time, like exact time stamp stamps, it will copy the timestamp from source to destination. That is what the use of preserve argument. The next argument will be mm, using non-preserve. Like it's same as preserve, but you are saying that don't copy the timestamp to a source to destination. So it will not copy the timestamp from source to destination. Like I told you, the file to permissions will be copied to this particular file, like execute for every user group and others. But here it will not copy the timestamp. That will be, it will not copy the exact time to a particular destination. It will not copy. That is what the use of non-preserve. Okay. The next argument will be parents, sorry, parents. So it's nothing but it is used to create a subdirectory in the destination directory that correspond to the file file source path, like that. So it's nothing but let's say that mm, let's say you're using a parent as an argument, then you have a file structure like this. Let's say source directory 1, and you have a file1 directory, and you have other source, other folder, that will be, and you have another file, that will be file2.txt. So you have the file structure like this. Okay, if you want to copy the file1 and file2, if you want to copy file1 and file2 into common directories, common directories, then you can use parent. Let me show an example. Let me create a two file named file1 and file2. Okay, okay, the file already exists. Let me create a file that okay, the file already exists. Let me create a different file, that first and second. Okay, let's see, the files are existed. Yeah, the files are, where is the files? I can't see the files. uh, the first and the second, right? That files will be, yeah, it's here. First and the second file is here. Yeah, so this is the two directories which I created right now. What I do, I will go inside the file directory. Then what I do, I create a one file, file1.txt. Okay, now I'll come back. Now what I do, I will go inside the second directory, and I'll create a file2.txt. Okay, so now if I do ls, let me come back. If I do ls with first, then it will show file1.txt. If I do ls with second, it will do file2.txt. Now I need to copy these two files. Okay, I need to copy these two files without entering this particular folder. That will be first and second. Now what I do, I use cp command and parents. Then I'll specify the folder, that will be first, then file1.txt, and second, then file2.txt to destination, desktop, because document has many files that names start with file1.txt. Let me move it to destination. If I do enter, then if I go for destination, then you can see those files. You can see those files right here, like first file, file2, it has been copied. See here, the second and the first file will be somewhere. Yeah, it's here, first and the second. It will copy the, let's delete this file, we don't need it actually. Let's delete it. Okay, that is what the example of using parent. Okay, let's go for the next argument, that will be har. Har is nothing but recursive, recursive. So like it is used to copy a directory and their content recursively. Like uh, you have a directory, you have a directory called desktop, and you need to copy all the content to downloads. It has been copied. Let's go for downloads and check. There is a directory called desktop. Let's check inside what is there. Sorry, not ls. Yeah. Wow, nice. Whatever the what file which was inside the desktop is copied to downloads. This is how you copy the documents of directory to documents to directory. This is how you copy it. Let me come back and ls, then remove directory, force it and desktop. I can't just remove this directory because it will say file exist. What do you do now? You'd use R-F and star. It will permanently delete. That is what the what deadliest remove command that will remove everything which is which contain in this particular directory. That will remove everything. Let's go back and let's be in my folder. Then the next argument will be using ref link. So cp ref ref link. Okay, so what is this ref link? So it is used to control the creations of copy on write copies, like which are future supported by certain file systems such as btrfs and cow copies allow you to effectively duplicate files or directory by about sharing data blocks between original and the copy until it is modified. That is what the use of it. So let me show an example, like uh, to copy a file using cow copy, to copy a file using cow copy, we use file1.txt and the destination will be desktop. So if you do like this, so it will copy the cow copy, allowing the system to decide whether COW should be used by default behavior like that. So it's too complicated because using this ref link, it's too complicated. Instead of if you use without any options, if you, without any keys, then it will copy defaultly, like everything will be copied. If you use always, also always is always, if the source and the destinations are on different file system, then it will create a cow copies. Like, that is what the meaning it is. So it's too complicated, and let's move for the next argument, that will be remove destination. So it's nothing but it is used to remove each existing destination file before attempting to copy the source file to that destination. It's like you are copying a file to a particular destination, but if file1.txt already exists in the destination directory, it will be removed, and the new file1.txt will be copied to that particular place. Let's say that let's do ls document ls document and checks will check that file1.txt already exist. But what I do, I need to remove this and I need to insert file1.txt which is present in my folder. Okay, what I do, I use cp command, cp, and remove destination, remove destination, and you're copying file1.txt which is not existing my current directory. Yeah, I need to create it, file1.txt. Let's do it now. Remove destination, remove destination, file1.txt. I'll just documents. So how do you know that this file is been I mean a document in file which is in the document will be removed, and the file will be replaced with file1.txt which is present in the current directory? How do you know that? So for that, what I do, I will go inside document folder, then I will do nano file1.txt. Let me say that there is a content.i asd something like that. Let me come back. Let me go inside this directory. Let's say that let go inside file1.txt. No, no. Okay, nano. There is, yeah. Let's remove this. Okay. Am I in file.txt? Yeah. Okay. Nano. No, no, no. Sorry. I'll come back. Yeah. So there is some sentence in this. I'll remove. Hello. I am new one. I'll just copy and I'll cut. Now what I do, I'll use cp command. I'll use remove destination. As I told you before, the destination file which contain file1.txt has a some content called hi asd something like that. But the file which I am moving contains some what a sentence that says I am new. That will be copied to document. Let's see inside documents. I will cat file1.txt. Let's say, yeah. Now see, in the documents folder, that file has been deleted and it has been replaced with I am new one. That's all. So this is the use of what remove destination. The next argument will be using spare cp sparse, I guess. Sparse. I sorry for spelling it wrong. Sparse. So it's nothing but it is used to control the creations of sparse file when copying. Uh, like let me give an example. Like if you're copying a sparse file, something like that. To copy a file using a like if you're copying a file from source to destination, the whether it is a sparse file, then it will copy to the destination. Like I don't exactly see the difference of using the spark files, because it is not doing that much difference, like the apart from all the arguments. That is what the difference between this parse and other commands, other arguments. Okay, that's about the use of this parse, but it is not that what it's not. I'm not saying that it is not that important. I'm saying that it does not do any new changes, or it is like slightly, it is like more similar to the other commands which will copy the source to destination file. Let's go for the other what other arguments. That will be what stripe trailing slashes. So it's nothing but it is used to remove any trailing slashes from each source argument uh, in the provided command line. So it's nothing but it will be useful when there is a scenarios like when you want to ensure that the source path does not end with trail slash, or which can be sometimes lead to what unintended behavior when copying files from source to destination. That is what the use of stripe trailing slashes. uh, let's say that you're copying a file called destiny source. This is a folder, right? This is a folder, but if you do not include the slash, it will include automatically, then it will copy to uh, downloads. Yeah, omitting directory slash not specified. Yeah, not specify omitting directory desktop. It's saying that like it's too complicated, guys, because so it's it is saying that you need to specify a slash in the source, so it will ensure that not desktop slash it treated as a directory, and its content are copied into the destination directory without creating an unnecessary subdirectory named source. Let's what let's go into the what downloads directory, then see what happened. Nothing happened. So that is what, guys, because stripe trailing slashes, it's nothing but it will copy the content of one directory to another directory without creating that specific directory to the destination file directory. That is what it is used. So the next argument will be using what yes, that is called symbolic link. It is used to create a symbolic link instead of copying a file or directory. Let's let's say that I need to symbolic link, that will be file2.txt to file34.txt. Cannot access file 3 dot no such file order. Okay, let me take the existing file. Yeah, it says that for file1.txt, for file2.txt, like there is many file2.txt, I guess. uh, yeah, basically using -es is nothing but it's like symbolic link. Like it is used to create a symbolic link instead of copying a file or directory. That is what the use of -s. So let's move to the like let me don't take much time to a simple argument. The next will be using capital S, hyphen capital S, that is used to override the default suffix that cp append to backup files when using backup options. Like it will just add the suffix to the backup files, that's all. Suffix means if it is a file1.txt, then it will add some, like if you need to add some more suffix, that will be file1 underscore backup, like that the backup.txt, that will add a particular suffix to that backup file. Yeah, let's give an example that backup backup and you are using is suffix. You can also use suffix, and then you are telling that this is a backup, that will be a dot, and file1 file2.txt two documents. It's saying that whenever you are creating a backup for a file2.txt, that will be copied to a document directory, but it will be what suffixed with dot back, that dot txt dot back, that will be backup, that will be copied to document directory. uh, it's not working. Why? Because it's nothing but it's self-explanatory, because it is nothing but it will add the suffix to a file2.txt dot bat will be created in the document directory as a backup. That is what is use of this particular argument. The next argument will be using hyphen t. The hyphen t is nothing but a target directory. So it is used to copy all specified source file or destination into specific target directories. Let me give an example that if instead of copying a single file to a particular directory, let's say I need to copy a bunch of files. Let's say I need to copy bunch of file to this destination, but I need to specify the bunch of files after saying this target destination. The target destination will be document, then I'm saying it will be locked, then I'm copying file 2, then I'm copying file 22.txt, then I'm copying file 33.txt, like that. Let's go inside the document directory, then check the files are being copied to a particular destination. Let's come back. Okay, the next command will be using what uh, capital letter T, that will be no target directories, directories. So like let's say give an example. So it is used to treat a destination as a normal file rather than a what directories. Like instead of specifying it as a directory, then it will specify it as a normal file, nothing like that. No, there is nothing special in that, like that. Using C, and you are copying file 2.txt to desktop, cannot overwrite content or desktop with no directories. Yeah, it is nothing but you are not specifying a particular directory, you are copying a file to a specific file, like that. That is the use of capital T. And let's go for the next argument, that will be using mm, cp command -u. So u is nothing but it is used to copy a source file to a destination file only when one of the file conditions is met. Like the first condition will be the source file is newer. If the source file is newer, then only it will copy the particular file one.txt to the destination. The second what condition will be, the destination file does not exist. The first point is that it should be new file. That is the first point. The second point will be that this particular destination should not contain the file name called file1.txt. If this two satisfies, then only this particular file will be copied to this particular file. Let's say if you do enter, if not, it will not copy. It will just go for the next prompt. That's all. It will not copy it. Next, go for the next argument, that will be using -v, that is actually called verbose. Verbose, like it is used to like provide verbose of detailed information. Like if you are copying a file one.txt to documents, it will just say that I'm copying the particular file to destination file 2.txt. It is just displaying what action it is doing. That is what we call verbose. Um, the next argument will be let's clear this. Let the next argument will be using -x, that is nothing but it is used to ensure that the copying operation stays within the like boundaries of the current file system, and does not what cross into the other mounted file system. It's nothing but if you are copying a file to source to destination, source to destination, it ensures that it will be a exact boundary that this file should be copied. So it should not create any other file folder, then it should not go inside that. It will just ensure that in this particular boundary only this particular source should be copied. The next argument that I'm teaching you, that will be, let's clear this up using capital letter Z. It is nothing but what setting the SC Linux security content of the destination file to a default type. Like some files have some securities that it should be followed. It is just checking the security. If a file name called file1.txt, then destination will be document. So if you have a file name called file1.txt and you want to copy it to the destination directory, while ensuring that SC Linux securities content of the copied file is set to default type. Like you can use -z, that will set it to default. What it will set to default. Like it has some policies, securities that it should be followed. Okay. The next argument that we'll be teaching is that using context, using context. Okay. So this option is nothing but it is used to set or modify the SE securities, or as I showed before, -z, capital Z is used to ensure that security is being default. But if you need to alter the particular security, SC Linux security, then you need to use context to alter the particular security. Let's say you're using CTX, like CTX, and source. Let me take in the smaller data. Destination. So it's nothing but see, it's saying that like SC Linux or smash security content of the set of a destination file, this can be specified content label or something like that. It's nothing but changing the what security permissions. That's all. That is the use of context files. So you can read this more on what in my website. I'll be providing that in the like in the website in my website. I'll be detailedly explained what it exactly do. So that is all up, guys, and thank you for watching, and thank you for having that much patience to listen my words, and thank you. Bye.